Who's who here? Gooch is white. Oh, I wouldn't want to play this game with no time on the clock. Slow torture. Yeah, I'll get the rook out of the way. Yeah, remember I played Naughty Mouse last week, and I didn't come out of the opening very well, but I had some tricks up my sleeve, which saved me in the end, and I ended up checkmating him. I think White's got the right idea here. Keep checking from a distance. Where's that black king going to go? Can it get right all the way around to C1? Probably not, because when it gets down there, the rook could swing back and attack the black pawns. Yeah, I think there's only one side who could possibly win black. I think White just needs to be content and hold for a draw. But knowing White, you never hold for a draw. He'll probably try and sacrifice his rook to queen his pawn in this position. That's a strange one. That's a strange one. Oh, they've agreed to draw, or they've repeated moves for a draw. Right. The next game's going to start then very quickly. How do I... Game started. Am I in the right place? Who am I playing? Oh, I'm playing Naughty Mouse now. Okay. Yes, think. What am I going to play? Well, I think I'm going to have to go for my usual... Let's have a bit of a black line. Let's aim for a black line. Okay. Let's have a bit of fun. Okay. Okay, that's... let me need to think what to do here. What do I need to do? What do I do? No, I haven't messed this up. I can't mess this up. He says. Okay. Right. So what do I do here? What do I do? What's the way to play? So I think I need to get my. If he's pinning my bishop, pinning my knight, I think I need to do the same on this side to try to double his pawns. Or do I need to stop? I need to stop a knight coming in here straight away. Yeah, I think it's important I get my moves in the right order here. I think I need to create the flight square c7 for my king before anything else, otherwise I can get myself in a tangle. Because my king needs to be on c7. And if I do anything else, he gets a check-in first. And then I'm just messing around in the middle of the board. So on that basis, yeah, I'm pretty sure it has to be c6. It was a bit disconcerting when your opponents seem to know your openings better than you do. Never mind. Yep, see, it's checked. As I said, I can now go here. And I've got the bishop pair. Yes, I've got double pawns. But doesn't have to stay that way. Right, so let me think where his piece is heading to. So it's going to be annoying if he gets his knight onto f5. That's going to cover all sorts of horrible squares. I've got to check, but does that actually get me anywhere? Just puts his king where it probably wants to be anyway. Do I go the other way and pin his... Well, it's not even a pin anymore. To attack his knight on c3. Or do I just put a rook on the semi-open file? I think I quite like that actually. To delay his development with his white squared bishop. So that's what I'm thinking about. Not a GM, so I don't know what the right move should be. What's it going to be? What should I go for? I've got the other bishop out as well. Trying to pin his knight. I don't really see what I gain by that. I think my white squared bishop probably belongs on e6 square. When it's not going to be kicked away by his knight. Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards just doing a waiting move here. Is he actually going to take my knight, do you think? Do I need to be worried about that? Yeah, I should say I'm not very good at these queenless positions. I don't understand them very well. I usually end up going down completely the wrong path, following the wrong plan. And in the same process, changing my plans as I go along, which is just like the worst thing in the world to do. So one idea would be to try and swap my dark square bishop for his knight to double his pawns. Then you have a lot of isolated pawns then, wouldn't it? So if I do that, what's he going to do? Reroute his knight. Is he going to do knight to e2? Anything to be gained by that? Not sure. Do I actually gain anything by swapping my bishop for knight? Okay, so I'm just a little bit worried about him swapping off my knight on the middle of the board and then doing bishop c4 and being a bit of a nuisance onto my f7 pawn. Is that something I should be worried about? If he takes that pawn, I take the g pawn. I've still got the two bishops. Yeah, I shouldn't be worried about that. Yeah, this is exactly what I mean. I'm looking at this position and I don't really know what my objectives need to be in this position, apart from maybe just trying to get the rooks on the open file. Or is he going to try and get a rook on the f file? Okay, so this is personally the first big decision point in the game for me, and then so it's worth spending a little bit of time. But having said that, I'm already 5 minutes down on the clock. Dear me, come on. Okay, what's it going to be? I usually end up doing something completely rash at the end of these long things. I'm almost out of desperation. Still toying with the idea of trying to swap off my black square bishop for his knight. But does that really achieve anything? Yes, isolated pawns. Okay, let's just go down this open file. I don't know. Dear me, 5 minutes thinking about that. That's not good. That would be my entire thinking time if I was playing the usual 5 minutes, 5 minutes each. Yeah, I mean, I have still got this b5. I quite like b5 actually. Just trying to put a blocker on that c4 square. I might have to be careful of sacrifices. Okay, so I'm quite happy about that, I think. I wasn't really planning on putting anything on g4. And if he's preparing a g4 himself, well, that's fine too. So that actually gives me ideas now of playing h5 as well. Although it does put onto an exposed white square, which he might be able to attack later. If nothing else, I can always put something on there, plant a rook on g3 almost. Plan to give him this backward pawn for good. Maybe now the idea is swapping off this knight, because if I swap off this knight, I can then plonk my rook on g3, and he's not going to be able to kick it away. He might be able to do lots of other things. But, yeah, let's give that a go. See, I'm probably overthinking the position, trying to look for these little very minute advantages and missing the obvious moves. Yeah, I need to try and find a book, or these days an online tutorial for these kind of positions. Because I don't think looking at the computer doesn't really help, but just get the evaluations and I won't understand what I'm actually trying to do. Another area of my chess education that's lacking. How to play these queenless middle games. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I thought you had to go about there. Okay. So that's fine. I feel like I've just gained half a tempo or something with this. Where's that knight? He'll probably get it back again by kicking my bishop away somehow. I have the choice now of taking knights in myself if I want to, but again, I don't think that helps me. His knight might come back here. I feel I should do something now with my white squared bishop. But again, if I come in here, he's just going to kick it. Unless I get greedy and try and go for the a2 pawn. But he could just do a3. Yeah, so I don't think there's much to be gained by that bishop move there. If he's gone back, he's going to kick my bishop away next move. So that being said, what do I do? Do I try and grab that c4 square? Whatever I do need to start moving a bit faster. This is yeah, not going to go well. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get some space and start playing faster. Too much thinking. Yeah, as I said, he gains a tempo by kicking my bishop, so where do I actually want that to go? Not really sure. Somewhere it's not going to be kicked again, perhaps. Back here, or even all the way back. I'll leave it there for now. I've got a vain hope now that he's weakened his pawns around his king. I have a target now on a3. It's not Harry this time. Is it Arnold? I don't know. What does Ginger GM call the 8 pawn? Or is this Harry? Harry and Harry. Okay, so I see now he's trying to come in there. Okay, that's annoying. It's exactly what I mean. Then he comes in here, but okay, he comes in here, then where's he going? Don't know. I wish I had a plan. Right. I suppose now he wants to do g4 probably. But does that really make that much difference? Okay, wasn't expecting that. Okay. If his knight had jumped in here, I was just going to take it off straight away and then play on this backward pawn here. I suppose I could still do that. Yeah, I do need to start playing faster. Right, come on. That knight's coming in there. Have I just blundered a pawn away? Very probably. Very possibly. Well, he can't take. Can he take it straight away? If I then put a rook here, bishop. He's actually threatening to take it. Go on, Robert. Think. Yep. Not playing very well tonight. Not really happy with this. So I think I'm going to lose a pawn. If I'm lucky, it'll be one of my double pawns. That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to give it up that way. And then in the hope that I have some counterplay with this H pawn. But he's got a 3 against 2 now on that side. Opposite colour bishops, so that is another thing in my favour to try and squeeze a draw, but I think now the biggest problem is going to be the time. Once again, I have spent far too much time thinking and talking. Okay, so I have a league in development, so all is not lost. again, I can still try this idea. Rook to g3. Oh, what have I missed now? Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, so if I take, he's going to come here and fork. Okay, so obviously I don't take. Maybe he's giving me an opportunity here. Okay, but if I had enough time to think about it, so I'm not going to accept his sacrifice. But instead, I've got chances now against his king. Maybe, maybe. Okay, interesting. So let's go for it. Pawn for pawn. Getting interesting now. But unfortunately, I'm down to 3 minutes. Yeah, so I can keep going with this. So come on, let's think. So I've got a few good options here now. He's suddenly giving me a way into the game. So do I do h5 straight away? Rook to g3, any sacrifices? Oh, I just can't resist it. Okay, he might go there, he might try and then I can do check. Where does my knight, where does this belong? Where does this belong? Let's put it all the way back here. If I play my cards right here, I might have some chances. It's certainly looking very dangerous for white. He's going to be kicking himself. He's going to be kicking himself. There you go, he should use his time. He had 11 minutes upon me. Maybe that's my style. Play them early middle games so poorly that I lull my opponents in a false sense of security and then suddenly start playing some accurate moves. Okay, so I'm getting quite excited now. Heartbeats racing. Can I turn this around? I think he needs to, yeah. So my plan, in case you guess, is to bring my swing my other rook across to a8 and then capture this pawn. If I'm lucky, checkmate immediately. And it's going to be work cut out. Just, yeah, he has to do that. He has to do that. Okay. I can take. I'm not even sure that was the right move actually, but it seemed probably good enough. Oh, he's being a bit brave going there. Which way is he going to go? Do I just? Oh come on, I haven't got time for this. Let's just swap off some pieces. I've won a knight there, and I've still got an attack. So I'm playing to simplify now. That's all it is. Just want to keep things simple. He says, check. There. Oh, that should. I think I've keep it simple. I've always got too many choices. So what I need to be careful of his rook coming down here. That's about the only thing I need to be careful of actually. Let's keep all these on the board. Let's try and swap pieces off. Surely I can't lose this even with only 2 minutes left on the clock. So yeah, not necessarily going for the best moves right now. Okay, so how am I doing this? Right, so don't mess it up, Robert. Don't mess it up. Don't put your pieces on stupid squares. Let's not put pieces on stupid squares. This should be a straightforward win. I'm making this hard for myself, aren't I? Dear me. Dear me. I'll just let him take that pull. Come on. Unless I come all the way back there. I didn't really want to do that. How annoying is that? I don't want to give him any counterplay. But I have just given him counterplay. Okay. Oops. I think I'll resign there. Yeah. I've turned that one round. I don't really lose too much sleep about finishing off the game. When I'm short of time, I just try and find the simplest way. There's probably numerous more accurate wins there at the end once I was a piece up. But with that in-between amount of time left, between 2-3 minutes left, you want to try and find good moves, but then you also just want to play quickly. If I just had 30 seconds left, I'd have been banging out the moves and probably would have done it a lot better. But just in that in-between amount of time left, I want to play good moves, but then equally I want to just simplify. So, what am I on now? 2 out of 3. So I'm still in contention. I think last week I got 3.5 out of 4. So let's check the other games still in play. So let's look at the top board. So we've got Marek against Colbunker. Okay, so Colbunker once again playing really strong chess. So let's have a quick look at the other games still in play. So who else is still playing? So there's a few games still in play actually. Let's have a look. Oh no, that was just finished. Or was that me? So I'm on 2 out of 3. Damien's now on 2 out of 3, and there's just one game left in play. I'm trying to work out what these numbers in grey are down the right hand side. If anybody knows what they are, yeah, please feel free to tell me. So, computer says black's winning easily here at this point. So, the number of pawns is 4 pawns against. Oh, hang on, I can't keep taking them off. 1, 2, 3, 4. So black's a pawn up, but with. So why is this so crushing for black, according to the computer? I don't quite get it. Ah, yeah. Is it just simply knight bishop b3 attacking the white knight? This white squared bishop is a bit offside over there. Can't get back. Oh, no, still. Okay, that pawn's protected with knight. Yes, the bishop is still cut off. Yeah, that's a killer knight to black Scott, isn't it? So let me think. After this game, there's going to be Cole Bunker on 3 out of 3 who have not played, and then be Damien, Marek, and myself on 2 out of 3. Of course, I've already played Marek, so it'll be between who gets to play Cole Bunker, the unstoppable Cole Bunker. I think it could be me, which gives me a chance to catch him if I beat him. But, let's see. See how this one finishes. So we're just waiting for this round 3 to finish, and then we'll start the final round. Yeah, as I thought, black plays bishop b3 and says to white, okay, what are you going to do? I think it's very nearly over now. Although it could be interesting if white was able to exchange a few pieces off and forces black to get checkmate with a bishop and knight against the king. I think that's got to be white's best hope at the moment. Try to simplify to that lost ending, but make black win it. Okay, I'm just going to have a little comfort break. I'll be back in a few seconds. Okay, they're still playing. Are they? Yeah, white's still hanging in there. Must surely be lost there. Oh yeah, he's lost a piece there. Oh, has he got a trick? Has he got a trick? No, not with checks, he hasn't. Yeah, I think I'm going to be playing Cole Bunker in the final round. I wonder what colour I could be. Need to start thinking. Because he's beaten me the last 2 times we've played, I think. If not 3. I think White's going to resign here. Has he resigned? No. Okay. But he's just going to lose another piece. It's hopeless. Yeah, it's all over. It's all over. Okay, last round coming up. Come on, I need to stop playing well. Yes, cold bunker it is. Thought so. Right, and I need to stop playing faster. Okay, so like this. Let's try and bang out a few moves quickly. So I don't know whether he's going to go c5 or e5 yet, and he's delayed developing his king's knight. So I just want to wait with my kingside knight to decide whether he's going to play f5 first. So I think it's just a waiting move. Okay, so he's brought his knight out, so I'll do likewise. Yeah, let's get some moves played. So this is where I've got to decide what to do with this knight. Sometimes it comes back to e1 and c2. Sometimes d2 and b3. Okay, so okay. So what do I want to do with my black square bishop? I'm just going to play quietly as well, and hopefully quickly. I see I'm still down on the clock already. Already taken on. Okay. Okay, I want to grab some space, but again, I don't want to use this rook down here. So let's just put this on the safe square. So many times in this quick chess, I play b4 without thinking everything through, and a relatively simple tactic ends up with me losing material down this diagonal. Okay, so his knight's probably going back to e6, is it? On this line, but I can just grab this space, I think. This is actually, I think, quite similar to a previous game we played. Yeah. I'm trying to remember how that went now. So I've always got that here. Yeah, I think I jumped in here quite early last time. Because if he takes it, I went onto his knight again, and then he's got to move it again and find a good square. But I prefer to get the space, claim the space. Whether it's not the best thing to do, I don't know. But I'd rather be playing on the queen side than inviting his attack on the king side. Okay, so now he's preparing f5 himself. The usual arrangement. Okay. I can perhaps hold it up a little bit with knight to h4. Is that the right way to go? Not so sure. Because he can't. Then he can put his king in there. Okay, so. Yeah, I'm sure there's an accurate way to play this, but for the life of me, can I find the right continuation? what other plans does black have? He could bring his dad back out this way. He could try and do a break. I could do knight h4, but then king h7, and then he is threatening. Do I follow it up immediately with f4 myself? No, he hasn't weakened his king enough. That's the problem. What's the right move here? What's the right move to keep things ticking along? Is h4 even a possibility? Get Harry moving again. Could be, could be. In that case, I wouldn't want to put my knight there. But yeah, let's just say he does get f5 in, then I need to start worrying about stopping f4. Okay, what's it going to be? So I can see my next move, but I don't really have any plan. You know, I've got to have more than one mover plan in place. What am I actually trying to do in this position? F5, F4 comes rolling down the board. Okay. So annoying. I do want to hold up that F4, F5 move a little bit. Okay, that was expected. But the point is, if he does F5, I want to meet it with F4. Takes. Oh, do I? Probably don't actually. I don't know. And then if I'm not careful, it's going to follow with G5, kicking my knight away again. Okay, so think. Let's come in here. So I'm kind of inviting black to push the pawns up now in front of his king, in the hope that after some exchanges, you know, he's got some long-term weaknesses, but that's the long game. I might get mated before that happens. Or I might end up losing this knight on the edge of the board. So just looking back at those moves, this game is following the same pattern really. I bang out the first 10-11 moves and then think for between 4 and 6 minutes over one move when I don't have a plan. Yeah, I need to start playing more regularly, I think. Then it just becomes more natural. For the last, I don't know how many months now, I've only been playing these Wednesday nights. Which means I'm fresh, but then sometimes fresh out of ideas as well. So let's say he does f5. Oh, what? Oh, I didn't see that one coming. Right, okay. What the heck? As they say. Doesn't that... Oh, yeah. Oh. Okay, so if I don't do anything, he's going to take off my white square bishop. If I take, he's got queen takes knight. Is that so bad? Not so sure. But really, then I've got queen takes pawn up here. That seems very odd. I mean, my knight on the edge of the board is not doing anything. You can't checkmate me with just this queen. Unless it's a helpmate. Is he just trying to make me think and use up more time? I mean, it's a bit of a... If this works for black, then yeah, brilliant move, fair play to him. I'm just a bit gobsmacked by that. Wow. Okay, so I think I'm going to take that. Queen takes. If I just drop my bishop back to h1, what's he going to do then? Well, he's not lost anything. He can take off my knight if he wants to, but that wouldn't help him. If I take with this knight, pawn takes, queen takes. Wow, that's a really, really brave and bizarre move. Okay, so... Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, so I said he's not going to checkmate me on his own. So I'm kind of happy for him to have this pawn. I don't want to take there because that just brings his black square bishop in. How do I give that pawn back, or do I give it pawn back? Do I just start mopping up on this side? Or do I slip in bishop c3 first? I think I'll just go here. And then hop back again that time. He says. Okay, so... I'm kind of ignoring black's attack, such that it is. Gold up some pawns. What's wrong with that? Okay, so it's cost me another... How many minutes on the clock that mouse? Okay. Okay, I need to start thinking. I need to stop. Yeah, let's let his game. so now we're starting to have a bit of fun now. I just want to try and keep this diagonal down from e5 to h2 blocked for as long as I can. I don't mind giving up some material in the meantime to try and do that. Okay, that's what the hell. So what's going on here? Yeah, I thought that was coming. I thought that move was coming. And he might then have a perpetual if nothing else. Actually, if I don't take it, he's going to go here, isn't he? Why do I get a sinking feeling? Why am I getting a sinking feeling about this? I'm going to have to swap a few things off, I think, here. Is there any way I can keep it going, keep it exciting? I'm just a bit scared. I'm just a bit scared. Scared of what's going on. Yes, I think I was about to do something really stupid then. Okay. Decision time, decision time. Do I start throwing my pawns forward? Or try and do something a little bit more passive? What the heck? Thank God I've got that knight in the centre of the board. A wonderful piece there. It's going to hold everything together until he sacrifices something on it, I think. So who's better here? I'm not sure. Well, he's certainly better on the clock. That's one thing that's not in doubt. Okay. I'm not really sure how I make progress though, unfortunately. Unless he does something something a bit silly like that. Doesn't that give me a pawn? Okay, let's see what he does.